All right.
Okay.
What was the first match of the tournament? I already forgot. All
The
right.
first match, I think it was Mumbai RCB, and we had Mumbai winning.
Mumbai
Because
did not win that. What are you talking about?
no, we had Mumbai win. Like we
Oh, okay.
predicted as
Yeah.
Mumbai winning.
I'm like Mumbai has their first match curse all the time since 2012, I think it is, or
I thought, I thought,
2013.
I thought it was 2008. Maybe that's me.
What?
Or maybe it's the past 8 years. Maybe that's what it was.
No, no. Yeah, it's the past 8 years. That's what it is. Yeah. So they've not won their first match for the past 8 years. So pretty fun.
RCB. So what were your
Harshal
first
Patel.
thoughts?
Let's talk about him first. How about that?
Yeah, okay.
He turned up 5 for.
That was like the best
Ridiculous.
death bowling. That was the best death bowling ever. Granted that like okay, so he got out. So he got out Ishan Kishan, Hardik Pandya, Karen Pollard, Krunal Pandya, and Marco Jansen. Right, so 5 wickets. Right.
Yes. Yep.
One of them was a run out, I think. Then that didn't count. He got 5 wickets. No, he got 5 wickets and a run out. I'm pretty sure, right? So he basically got everyone except the top 3 out. Like Pandya and Pollard combined for 20 off 19. And if you're able to do that, you'll beat Mumbai. But like I said, what was it? It was 4 wickets and 2 dots in the final over. That's ridiculous. That's literally ridiculous.
Yeah,
And
it is kind of ridiculous.
Boomer and Bolt couldn't do that. Something that looking through the score sheet for the first time, something that shocked me was Washington Slither starting for RCB. Like, you watch more international than I
Yeah,
do.
but no, but
You
he's
think
part of the national. He's part of the national team, so I get it.
But is he opening?
No, he was only opening because Padikkal was not there. I guess Kohli was just trying to do for memes or something. He was trying to play a Sunil Narayan role, I guess. You know.
Yeah, but he's not Surya. He's like a little kid.
I guess.
I think looking back at the runs, so like I think Rohit's first run out was really stupid. I hate when people get run out, especially when it's like in the middle. Like I hate when like the opening or third batsman get run out because it's like you didn't mean to do that, right? Like run outs are supposed to be like in crunch time. And then I think after Rohit got out, Chris Lane and Surya Kumar. So I think Surya Kumar Yadav has had like the most runs for Mumbai since 2018, something like that. So they had a good start, and then because like Harshal Patel decided.
I remember Washington Sundar was dropped off of Bolt. This is another thing. Like there was a bunch of dropped catches during this IPL, so we'll get into that. But I think there's 3 drop catches in this match. Bolt dropped one, and Kohli also dropped one. So.
Isn't Bolt like the reason that England won the World Cup?
Oh no, Bolt is not bowling that well. This IPL.
No, I'm saying remember in the World Cup, Bolt caught the ball, then he shifted the boundary. So it was a 6.
Yeah. I remember that.
That's something else. Yeah. So I played it pretty well. 12 dots. Half his bowls are dots. Maxwell is playing well. Like not just this game. The other game he played against KKR. He played some good knocks. And then De Villiers, I saw a stat that said the past 4 innings against Mumbai he's had 350s, and this one he hit 48. And this one he hit 48. So
that's exciting.
So yeah, I don't know, just like
so RCB were 75 for 2, with both Maxwell and Kohli settled, and in the 11th over. I guess Maxwell hit up. Like Maxwell actually turned up in this match, starting in the 11th over.
But like, so here's the thing, right? I think one thing that is the most important thing here is like death bowling, right? Like we said last time, like that's why teams with Boomer, Bolt, Rabada, with DC, right? Like if you need like.
Oh, we'll get to Rabada because
if you need like 10 off the last over, that's difficult if you're going against Rabada. If you're going against any other bowler in any other inning, like 10 off 6 is very easy. Just get a couple boundaries. Like this is a team, and Mumbai's a capable team of getting 20 runs in their last over, no matter who they're facing against and no matter who they have, because they have people like both the Pandyas, Pollard, and you have Ishan Kishan, right?
But the problem I said that they would have at the beginning of the tournament is definitely the problem that they have. Is they're playing at Chennai and all their batsmen require fast pitches, and they're also spinning is lacking. Although Rahul Chahar is turning up every match.
Wait, okay.
Which is-
Speaking of spinning, Usman the Chairhold was not good.
Yeah, you can use the words. It's fine. He
Four
and
overs,
Kuldeep
zero
Yadav.
runs.
He and Kuldeep Yadav have
Wait, but Chairhold's
not
usually
really
good.
not really done that well.
Wait, but okay, I'm thinking, okay, IPL is different because we're getting to KL Rahul. This dude doesn't give a damn in the internationals and just wants to drop a casual 90 points, 90 runs, right?
Yeah.
So, usually the Chairhold's like done that in the IPL, like he's been like a top spinner in the IPL for a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if he's like figured out or something because I don't think he's that young anymore, but like, I don't know, I expected better from him. Like, I feel like, I mean, the thing is they won at the end of the day, so maybe if RCB's bowling lineup is like this decent, then the concerns we had before don't apply. But like,
Yeah.
I think he needs to get back on form if they want to be like.
Other
like
things
Harshal-
of note, I guess. Surya Kumar Yadav. I still do not understand why he was introduced so late to the national team, but he's popping
Yeah,
up.
because he's the best batter for Mumbai, total runs wise.
Rohit
Yeah,
continues to be shit in the IPL, but a
speaking
good
of-
captain.
Speaking of Harshal's 5 wickets, this dude also came in with the last ball left, needing 1 run to score.
Yeah, I remember
So he
that.
got 5 wickets and the winning one
Yeah.
because the village can do the job. That's
It was
that'd be
kind
a
of
good
fitting.
night for him.
It was kind of fitting. So, and Kieran
So-
Pollard and Kunal Pandya did not do anything either. As
Exactly. No,
Well-
I'm saying it's the last like this. Mumbai could have scored 170 if they wanted to, but they didn't. And then RCB showed it towards the end.
So let's go to
was, like,
RCB's.
consistent.
Let's go to RCB's innings then. So RCB had RCB bowled extremely well. Their death bowling
No, I
was wow. But
Wait, no, that's
then
what
they
we- that's
had
what
they
we
opened
talked
with
about, yeah.
they opened with Washington Sundar and Virat Kohli, right? And Glenn Maxwell popped off. AB de Villiers, we've not talked about him yet.
And maybe it was
Run
run
out.
out too.
Yeah, he was also run out.
To be fair, it was at the end. I'm not. I feel like.
But he's
Yeah,
striking at 177 on the Chennai pitch, which is pretty
Yeah.
impressive, to say the least.
Everyone else basically just got done up by Boomer,
Mm-hmm.
cleaned up, bowled out, and Jansen.
Also, de Villiers is wicket keeping for RCB, which is interesting.
Oh, and then Kunal Pandya, this game and then other Mumbai game has had very good economies.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because I never thought he would be the kind of all-rounder to beat. Because as of right now, he's bowling better than batting, which I don't expect from him. But yeah, but it's
Yeah,
moving on the
that's
next
pretty
match
interesting.
because it's a while. Our favorite team.
So now, overall, what did you think of this match? Good start to the IPL. I mean, it was a
So I think it doesn't matter for
close
Mumbai.
match.
I think it's a
but-
good match in the sense that Mumbai's loss doesn't mean much for them as a team because it's Mumbai. Like they have to fight
But
hard to
RCB
win.
winning,
RCB
means-
needed to win, like to it was a statement. It's a statement for Harshal Patel to do what he did, and like to show that like
showing that
have-
they can keep up with the big guys. Yeah.
yeah, and like this is a short tournament, right? Like every game counts. So yeah,
All right, match number 2: Chennai Super Kings versus Delhi Capitals at
So-
Mumbai.
my first thought was
Jesus Christ, what the
Oh
hell
my-
happened here?
my first thought was oh my goodness, CSK is so bad, and then
Okay. So let's
Wait,
talk about
wait,
the positives. Okay. So
Wait,
Chennai.
wait, let's go. Let's
Okay,
go.
fine.
Let's go.
You
Let's
go,
go.
you
Let's go in chronological order here.
No, so I want to do this. So CSK's captain, MS Dhoni, as usual. Delhi
Yes.
Capitals captain, Shreyas Iyer got injured, and they put in Rishabh Pant. And also, they did not have their 2 bowlers, Norkia and
Rajay and
Rabada. So that was
They
weird.
did throw a lot of bowlers. They did throw a lot of people in there. They had Chris Wilkes,
Yeah.
Avish
So
Khan,
they went
Ashwin.
with Tom Curran. This was the best part of the match. They went with Tom Curran, Chris Wilkes, and Avish Khan.
Avish Khan, Ashwin,
And,
Mishra, Stoinis,
yeah.
which is honestly a really good, like pretty.
Yeah, no, it
decent
is pretty
bowling,
good. But the
considering
fact
you don't have
that
1 and 2.
yeah, the fact that they don't have their top 2. Meanwhile, Chennai Super Kings did not go with Robin at the top. They decided to go with Gaikwad and Faf du Plessis.
Okay.
Moeen Ali, Suresh Raina at 3. He came back strong. Raidu, Dhoni Duck, Jadeja, Karma. We'll get to all of that. Bravo,
We'll talk about
Thakur, and
Smith.
Chahar. This is not okay. This is a very good batting lineup because they bat all the way down to 11. Even Deepak Chahar and Shardul Thakur can bat. The problem.
Wait. The problem is that.
What the hell is this bowling, dude? Like, seriously?
Yeah.
I don't
Like,
understand. Like, do they not have bowlers? I'm looking at the rest of their squad right now. They don't.
Like, if you look at it, DC without their 1 and 2 arguably have a better bowling attack than.
Yeah. Exactly. It's sad.
And that's with Shardul Thakur going for economy of 15.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess Dwayne Bravo's very good, but this is not 2014 anymore. Deepak Chahar, honestly, he's still pretty good. But yeah, so I want to talk about.
Let's talk about what happened. Yeah.
I want to talk about the pathetic beginning CSK had. And
okay. So Rishabh Pant won the toss, right? And he decided to put Chennai into bat. And then Gaikwad and Duplessis decided to have a fun power play. Let's put it that way. 7 for 2.
I think Moeen Ali. I don't think the 3 option.
So who came in at 3? Did Moeen Ali come in at 3 or Raina? I think Raina came in at 3, right?
I think
Ali came in at 3. Moeen Ali came in at 3. I remember that. Yeah. No, I remember.
And he in the England lineup, he's usually like a 6 or 7, right? Mm-hmm. And that's fair because England's stacked, right, with like whoever they have, Drogu and all that. Mm-hmm. I really think you can play Rayudu at 3. I don't know why Rayudu's at 5.
Okay, so Raidu's at 5. Really, 3, 4, and 5. Ali, Raina, and Raidu can come in whenever. It doesn't really matter. Okay.
I don't think Moeen Ali should be at 3 though. I think Rayudu's more explosive.
Moeen Ali hit some good. He striked at 150, 36 up 24. So he hit
but
good.
I'm saying okay. So Moeen Ali.
My thing is this though. Moeen Ali should be replaced with Imran Tahir because their bowling lineup is actually crap. Like, this is one of the worst bowling lineups in the tournament, and they had the same problem last year.
So here's the thing: Moeen Ali is like. So I get that the lineup is stacked, but if you're gonna get rid of someone, I think you could honestly. If I would still want to keep Moeen Ali, take out Rayudu for Tahir.
Or get rid of Faf and put Uthappa at the top.
Okay, but that doesn't solve the bowling issue.
It does solve because you get rid of Faf and put Imran Tahir instead.
Wait, you should get rid of Faf for Uthappa. You should get rid of Faf and put Uthappa.
Sorry, no. Like, don't have somebody else open. Have Raidu open or something.
Yeah, no, I think so. You can either get rid of.
Actually, Raidu worked very well as an opener 2018. Did he not? Did he not open in 2018?
I don't think he's not the opening. He was third. That's what I'm saying, right? So you're going to put him, or you take him out and put in Tahir. Because I think Moeen Ali can do a good job. Moeen Ali can have one of those days where he does good on both sides, right? Mm-hmm. And he's the only real true all-rounder besides Sam Curran. Mm-hmm. Right? Speaking of Sam Curran...
So, when Ngidi is back, because he's not going to be back for the second match, I don't think. When he's back, where do you think he should go? Who does he replace? Because honestly, if Faf fails one more time, then he should be out.
What about Gaikwad, man?
Yeah, well, it's an overseas player, right? So...
Oh, yeah.
Gaikwad needs to be there because Indian talent and all that. CSK needs to back Indian talent. Mm-hmm. It's something they've not really done, backing young Indian talent. So, I'll leave Gaikwad there. My lineup would include Tahir and my lineup would include Tahir and Ngidi, and it would not.
I don't think
Moeen Ali or Faf.
Here's the thing: if you take out Moeen Ali and put Tahir, now you only have like 2 spinners.
No, because you replace Moeen Ali with Imran Tahir, who's a spinner.
Yeah.
And then you take out Faf and you place him with Ngidi. But then you don't need fast bowler. You don't need another fast bowler.
You only have Jadeja and Tahir as your spinners.
And Raina.
Well, I don't really trust Raina to spin anymore, honestly.
Okay.
Raina's a little past his prime. Okay, wait. So a couple of things I want to talk about. We just talked about CSK for like 10 minutes.
Let's talk about
hold up. Sam Curran's cameo at the end, 34-15. That was so necessary. Okay, they still lost the game, but that was necessary.
Okay, no, so yeah, so
and then
who was the? Hold on, let me open up the scorecard. Okay, so we had Prithvi Shaw and
Shikhar
Dhawan, right?
But I want to talk about.
Are you talking about their bowling?
Yeah. So, like I said,
actually, yeah, we have not talked about Delhi Capitals bowling yet. So
this team without this 1 and 2 still has Chris Wokes, Avesh Khan, Ashwin Mishra, Stornis. Tom Curran got smacked by Sam Curran, right?
Oh, that was beautiful. Let's talk about that first. So at the end,
we just did that.
no. We have to talk about that, dude. That was
So
the
I don't
best
have
thing
much
of the
time.
match. That was the best thing of the match. Okay, I just want to put that out there. All right, fine. Okay, Avish Khan's economy was 5.75. Ashwin got smacked.
No,
Okay.
also Avesh Khan ducked Dhoni. That made Sam Kerr.
Okay, but yeah, ducking Dhoni is not an accomplishment anymore. Okay.
No, it is.
No, it's
Ducking
not.
him?
Yes. Okay, he's a bad player now. I'm sorry. Okay.
Limiting him to runs is not that hard because if he's on his day, then he can do it. But he faced 2 balls. He was like, Dhoni's gonna get out. It usually takes a while, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And he also played good ball the next game. There's a run out where towards the end of the inning, to like the 15th over the innings, Jadeja ran into Avish Khan and Rana got run out. I don't know how I don't know how bad like what do you call it, obstruction is, but like I don't know. I feel like I would have not ruled that as a run out.
Yeah, but okay. So I don't know. The bowler was in the way. It is the rules. They just should have been watching. He's usually very, he usually gets a
one thing I want to talk about.
It was a freak situation, but that did not lose CSK the match. Definitely not. I mean, they could have got to 200, but that did not lose CSK because Delhi would have still chased on 200 the way they were going.
But no. So going to Delhi, right? Prithvi Shaw
and Shikhar Dhawan.
Their shots. So
189. Good. I'm glad because I want Dhawan in the World T20 if he's consistent. Although today's match was special, but we'll get to that. But yeah, and then Rishabh Pant and Marcus Stoinis at 4, which was pretty interesting. CSK could not take wickets, and when they did take wickets, they dropped it. It's not even the old guys who were dropping it. Gaikwad dropped a catch.
Thakur took wickets. He also just decided to.
Yeah, but he's like 53 runs, dude. What is that? 14.45 economy.
So if you look at this, right? I mean, obviously Prithvi Shaw is not gonna and Dhawan aren't gonna pop off like this every single game. But then you look at that they have Pant and Rahane still left.
Okay, but Delhi's lineup can fail. Like we saw Delhi's lineup fail.
They can. I know. They can fail. I'm just saying, like, on their day, like. I mean, okay, to be fair, because they didn't have Abada and Norjay, who are they going to take out? Are they going to take out probably Ashwin and Tom Curran? Right? But like still, Rahane's been like a starter for a while, right? Like, you just need one of those 3 dudes to do well, have some really good bowling, and that team is formidable.
Yeah. So how do you think everybody bowled? Let's talk about that. So, because bowling was definitely CSK's problem, and they need to fix that. So, I mean, you could not really do anything against the form Shaw and Dhawan showed in this match. But...
I think Avish Khan was the best bowler.
So
Curran nearly choked.
Tom Curran had 3 extremely good overs, right? And then his last over, because of Sam Curran, just went.
Really choked it. No one in CSK played well, honestly.
I just want to talk about CSK for a second. So, like, Thakur had a 14.45 economy, even though he took 2 wickets. Moeen Ali took 11. Dwayne Bravo 7. Okay, so Dwayne Bravo was their best bowler. 7's not a bad economy.
Good, right? He's still good, but you can't have like your oldest bowler be the best bowler. That's ridiculous.
But I'm also I'm gonna be pretty honest. I ruled out Dwayne Bravo before this tournament, so I'm surprised that he went.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I mean, I didn't think he'd be. No, but that's the thing, right? The team is doing so badly that someone we thought, I mean, not that we're not like cricket like savants, but someone we thought was out of their prime is still playing as the best bowler, right? Like Chahar and Thakur should be the spearhead of this bowling.
Yeah, I know they should. And Thakur was during the India-England series. Thakur was awesome.
But this is a different, man. Like when you have batters constantly trying to get boundaries off you, that kind of pressure. Like
okay, but they did create chances. My problem is they dropped 3 catches during this match as well, and they dropped Shaw twice. Like... Okay, they dropped Dhawan, I think, as well. Okay, it was like at that point, what are you supposed to do? Because you're not getting the guys out, and of course they're going to smack you if you're not getting them.
Okay, wait. Let's talk about.
What do you think CSK needs to? Because I want to get to the other matches as well because I have stuff to do also. But what do you think CSK should improve on for their match tomorrow against Punjab?
Bring in Tahir.
So here's the thing: Punjab is quite possibly the best batting lineup in the tournament. Okay, I mean they scored like
Yeah. So then you
229
also need the
billion. So
best. You also need a top three spinner in the last 3 years of the IPL to like remedy that.
yeah. So who does Tahir replace? Because Ngiddi's not back, so we don't need to worry about him. So
I see
two
you
options I
replace
see
you
is
replace
Moeen Ali or
Ayudu.
Faf.
I see you
Dude,
replace Ayudu.
you need what do you call it? So if you replace him with Raidu, who do you take out as a foreigner?
So look at the card, right? Replace Ayudu, push Rhino up to 3, Moeen Ali to 4, Tradish to 5.
I know, but you can only have 4 foreigners.
Oh wait, yeah, okay.
I'm
But no,
honestly,
I'd say
honestly,
Faf. I'd say
honestly
Faf.
replace with Faf and
I face
move
Faf.
and move
Raidu
Raidu
opener.
to open. Yeah,
But
that's
okay,
my thing.
but Rhino should be 3. Moeen Ali should not be 3.
No. Reiner should be 3, and he definitely showed that he can play still, which is pretty impressive. So, yeah, I agree.
I don't know, man. I think Rhino should have more time.
And maybe have Reiner bowl. I don't know if he can't do it anymore or something,
I don't
but
want
if
that
he
yet.
can,
Let's move on. It's sorry.
I want him to.
Let's move on.
I just want Reiner to be back to his 2014
Sorry,
self, dude.
sorry.
That thing was awesome. Okay, fine. Match 3,
So wait,
Sunrisers
okay,
Hyderabad.
So a couple things, right? So Sunrisers for the first
Yeah.
run chase short by 10, second short by 6, and this is a team that should not be like. I get David Warner's hasn't had the best start, but their bowling also their bowling against KKR was not good, right?
So my thing is this: what do you? Okay, so SRH definitely has one of the best bowling lineups in the tournament. Okay, still, but what do you do with that? If you have the best, okay, so SRH won the toss in this match and they chose to chase. Do you bat first and then try to defend, or do you try to chase a score?
If you have the best bowling lineup, then I think you should start with bowling.
Right?
Yeah, right.
So you think they made the right decision?
No. So here's the thing, right? I don't think Bhuvanesh or Kumar played last year. Right?
No, he didn't. No, he got
So
injured.
this is a pathetic start.
Yeah, but he's not
he's
even
a wicket
rusty.
taker.
No, but you can't say he's rusty because in England he had like
No, I'm not giving an
sub-
excuse. That's the thing.
a
I'm
nice
not giving an
economy.
excuse. I'm
Yeah, I
saying,
know.
What is this? What is that crap, right? Sandeep
I know.
Sharma
was also trash. Yeah.
Yeah. Vijay Shankar
'cause he-
should never
yeah.
be bat bowling.
Dude, I don't understand why
Nataraj
Vijay
is not
Shankar's
bad.
even in the team, okay? What the hell? First of all, Vijay Shankar was in our
I
2019
don't know what his
World
team
Cup,
was.
okay? He was in our 2019 World Cup. I don't understand why. Whatever. It doesn't
Remember that game?
whatever.
Remember that game against Bangladesh, the final with DK?
I don't want to remember any part of the 2019 World Cup, okay? So let's move on from that.
Remember the cup, the final game, the cup final game against Bangladesh?
Yeah, okay. Let's not talk about that.
No, well, they won, but Dinesh Karthik had to carry because Vijay Shankar couldn't get bat on ball. Right?
That's
Same
what I
thing,
mean. Yeah. Let's.
Yeah.
Let's not talk
So,
about his
okay,
performance during
so
the World Cup.
I think you said Nabi should be taken out for Kane Williamson, which I don't agree with.
No, but okay. Here's the thing: if Kane Williamson bowls, because he bowls in tests. Now I know it'll be a pretty damn stupid decision to do that. Okay, but the problem is their stability is absolutely okay. First, let's talk about KKR's innings first of all. So, because I want to go in order so we're not confused. So, KKR was batting first. Nitish Rana popped off. Okay, Gill should remain a test batsman. I do not know why he's in the T20 setup, but he is. So,
Andre also was pathetic.
yeah, but
Yeah, pathetic.
his he did something special, I think.
I mean, yeah, he got 5 wickets against Mumbai. That doesn't mean anything.
Oh yeah, well okay, that's recency bias on me. So Dinesh Karthik showing his Nidash Trophy endings.
Ian Morgan.
Owen Morgan is so out of form. I don't understand, dude. England captain batting like this.
When watching this game, there's just this statistic that said in T20 cricket, Morgan has 6,912 runs on 132 strike rate. Right, like this dude's not necessarily the fastest hitter, but he gets runs. He got 2. And to be fair, Mohammad Nabi is the one that got both Rana and Morgan out, which is why, like, I know why you wanted to put Kane Williamson. I want to take him in too, but like, I would say it's either Nabi or Bairstow.
I guess,
Right.
yeah.
As Abdul Samad, he played pretty well towards.
I mean, Nabi got 2 wickets and he bowled pretty well, but still, he's a spinner at Chennai. Kane Williamson is also a spinner, so.
But okay, yeah, I guess.
I know it's a long shot. No. I know it's a long shot, but the thing is, Rashid Khan. But then you don't have. Who's your other? They have Rashid Khan and Shakib is on. Not Shakib. Who's their other? No, not Shakib. Who's their other spinner? Do they not have another spinner?
It's Nabi.
They only went in with 2 spinners at Chennai. Okay, that's problem number 1. Are you kidding me? Dude, it's Chennai. Why'd you go with 2 spinners only? CSK goes with 3, 4 sometimes, okay? With an all-rounder. Okay, now I'm seeing the problem.
Another thing that I mean...
Okay, I saw the problem.
Shakib plays really low down.
Okay, please tell me this. No. So I just want to drive the point home, okay? Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, Sandeep Sharma, Natarajan, and Vijay Shankar all had greater than 9 economies, okay? Muhammad Nabi had an 8 economy and Rashid Khan had a 6 economy, okay? So moral of the story, okay, is replace Vijay Shankar with replace Vijay Shankar with any Indian spinner and maybe create a good spinner out of them, okay?
Any Indian.
No. Just like create a good spinner out of them. You can pull a Mumbai and make a really good player out of somebody young, okay? Because anybody will be better than him, I promise, okay?
I really don't like Vijay Shankar.
Now you talk about what you were going to talk about. Shakib's batting position.
So I mean, the thing is, like everyone above them is really competent, right? Mm-hmm. And Walter Bharti, I don't know that well, but he got a half century in 29 balls. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like Shakib's potential is kind of wasted if you think about it. Cause he's an all-rounder. He's batting at like what 7, 8.
Yeah, but the problem is, okay, would you move Andre Russell down, Owen Morgan down, Dinesh Karthik? Because
my question is just like. No, I'm not saying don't keep him. I'm just saying his importance to.
No. I know what you're saying. So he would move him up? Would you move everybody else down? Where would you bat him? Tripathi is essential at 3 because he's that young Indian talent again.
I don't think Andre Russell's a 4. Andre Russell's like a 6.
I honestly think so as well.
Andre Russell's an anchor. He's not like a opening bat. Like I would switch maybe Shakib and Morgan. No, Shakib and Russell.
Okay, I could see that.
Because think about it, if your team is that much despair of runs, mm-hmm. like you just put, like you'll eventually get out, like you'll get wickets, and then Dre Russell will come in and he'll do what he needs to if he has to. But like mm-hmm. having him at 4 is way too early. Like that's like you can't expect him to come in at like what the 10th or. I mean, this game they lasted a while, right? Mm-hmm. But if he's batting 4, he'll probably come in like the 12th over. You mm-hmm. can't give him 8 overs. You have to give him like 2 or 3 overs and see what he does.
Okay, I could see that.
That's why Abdul Samad and Deepak Huda, like they're like powerful people in general, so they just like bomb the ball. Like, they don't want to face more than like mm-hmm. 20 balls. But yeah, mm-hmm. We talked about how crap the Sunrise's bowling was. They lost another game, so I don't know what the hell they're doing.
Okay, so they KKR posted 187. Okay, and then Sunrisers came. I thought their bowling was the best of the tournament. No joke. So. I don't know what happened.
I thought it was next to DC, but yeah, they had a really bad start.
Well, Delhi also had a good bowling.
They had a really bad start.
Okay, so KKR's thing, yeah, KKR went with Harbhajan Singh, buying him up at Chennai, right? Which is brilliant. Prashid Krishna, the new fast bowler, because apparently he's super fast. Shakib Al Hassan, which is pretty much one of the best spinners you're gonna get, and Varun Chakrabarti. Okay. They went with 3 spinners. That's one of the biggest differences, in my opinion, is they went with 3 spinners. Sunrisers only went with 2. Warner had a brilliant start. I don't understand what happened, okay? Warner, I do not know why Saha is batting at the top.
I don't know, yeah. So, okay. Like, I said this in the last video. I think Saha's good. But mm-hmm. opening...
Not opening good. I mean, okay, he played... Okay, I remember he played one, like, 90, or I think he got a century last season. I don't remember, but he played one extremely good innings with Warner at the top last season.
Mm-hmm. Right, but he's an opener. He has to be consistent.
Exactly.
So here's the thing, but Manish Pandey isn't an opener either, right? So you have to be Bairstow an opening.
Okay, so what do you think of Manish Pandey's... no, Bairstow should be opening.
He should be opening. So Diman Saha should be at the 4. I don't want Bairstow's not opening.
No, Ridhman Saha should be at 3.
I think Manish Pandey is better.
Okay, yeah, okay. What do you think of Manish Pandey's innings? Because he's receiving a lot of flack from people for being so slow, but he scored the bulk of the runs. I don't know.
So I think the reason he was slow is because he came in like the second over.
No, but like at the end of the match, he did not. Okay, I think people are not realizing. Okay, that it was not necessarily Manish Pandey being slow. It was like he was trying to hit. It was just KKR's bowling at the death was extremely good, and like nobody can bat against that.
Speaking of good bowling, why did Harbhajan bowl one over and then leave?
I'm not sure. I don't remember, but I actually don't remember, but it's pretty funny. Okay, so okay, two things. One,
so Trey Russ bowled the last over, and he limited them to like what? He limited them to. Sorry, he didn't limit them. He gave away 10, but that was because the last ball did 6.
Mm-hmm.
It was that 17th over where they got no boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, so
I want to move on to the next match, Obi, as well.
Yeah.
So two things we'll mention with this, okay? One is I do not know why Abdul Samad came in at 7. Okay, because he is literally, if you saw his strike rate's like 160 or like something like that. So he needed to come in earlier. Okay, why would you send Vijay Shankar and Mohammad Nami before him? I don't understand.
Wait, so I think so. Mohammad Nami came.
You have Rashid Khan.
So
Rashid Khan is a really good batsman as well. So
Mohammad Nami came in at the 13th over, which is I understand because you still have 7 overs left, right?
Mm-hmm.
But putting in Vijay Shankar in the 16th over.
Instead of Abdul Samad. I think Abdul Samad could have won the match because Abdul Samad struck at 237. So
yeah, 2 sixes. Those double sixes against who was it? I forget who against was.
Okay, but we have 4 more matches to go through, so let's move on to the next one.
4 more. Wait, hold up. We're only going to game 5. We're only going to do game 5.
Okay.
Like 2 games, like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
We can save 6 and 7 for a different day. Okay.
Yeah, I pulled
so
6
this game was basically a rematch of the batting monstrosity last year, except instead of Kings choking with Rahul Tewati, Rahul Tewati had like what 40 off like 12 or something on what he did last year.
Yeah.
So I mean, let's start off. This is a big game.
So I knew Punjab would have the best batting lineup of the tournament. I knew that. Okay. Because any team that has KL Rahul, Mayank Agarwal, Chris Gale, Nicholas Puran, Deepak Hooda on their day, okay, that's the best batting lineup. I remember telling you this at the beginning, and they definitely came off. Mayank Agarwal not so much, but KL Rahul 91 off of 50, Chris Gale 40 off of 28. I remember texting you, why did Nicholas Puran not come in at 4? The reason is they sent in Deepak Hooda, 228 strike rate, 64 off 28. Amazing.
So yeah,
Rajasthan did not have Jofra Archer, okay, and they decided to go with 8 bowlers.
Wait, no. So here's the thing. I think, so if you look at so Mayank got out second over, Chris Gale got out the 10th over, right? Mm-hmm. And then basically in 7 or 6.5 overs, 7 overs, Rajasthan Kings went from 89 to 194, right? So those overs that were bowled by Stokes, Parag, or Dubey, right? Those are literally just overs like we have nothing else to do, like because they didn't want to they couldn't give Shreyas Gopal 4 overs because his count was 13. They couldn't give Tavatia 4 overs, right? So they were just, you know what? Let's give the Stokes. Let's give other people.
So what do you think about this? Their bowling attempt, because both teams struggled with bowling, but it was also Mumbai, which is known for batting paradise. So I don't know if there was much they could really do. There were dropped catches everywhere. Okay. Yeah. So again with this match with the dropped catches.
Rahul dropped one too. Yeah. Samson got dropped twice, and honestly, if I was KL Rahul, I'd be pretty pissed if Samson. That last this is we're only 6-7 games in by now. And this could arguably be one of the best knocks for the tournament. Yeah. If he won, I can't even see another tournament, another.
So let's
century
go.
game.
Yeah, so let's
Let's
go
go over it,
to that.
right?
So one
Let's
thing
go
with
over it.
Sanju Samson
Let's go
at
over
the
it. So
end.
Kale Rahul decides to,
Okay, yeah.
get off his terrible international form, and
God, that was so bad.
and play
Captain's
insane
knock, let's just say
91 or
that.
50, and the catch that I forget who made it. Was it Tawatia or Samson? I forget.
Who caught Rahul?
Yeah, like it's
He was
like
t-
you
he was-
catch
he
it
was-
out of bounds and
He was
throw it back
Tawatia.
in.
Yeah, he was Tawatia.
That saved him the game low key, right?
Mhm.
Because if Rahul gets to a century, he's not like, especially if you're starting off, they could have got to 230, 240. Chris Gale played well, and for that catch.
What do you think of Chris Gill at 3?
I think it's good.
Yeah,
Because
that's the
I don't
same thing
think- I
that
don't-
it's the same thing they did last year. So I say
yeah.
keep it. Yeah.
Typically, I think played out of his mind, but I
Yeah.
think
No,
he
I did not expect. Honestly, I did not expect that. Yeah.
He I guess carried the load for Nicholas Puran because Nicholas Puran. I think the last
He tried
last
smacking
year's
from
game,
ball 1, and Nicholas Puran got caught. So it was
Last year,
it was a
last
weird
year
catch
game-
actually.
Wait, no, it was a great catch, right?
No, it was a
Last
great
year-
catch, but like I
yeah.
remember the umpires spent like 2 minutes on that catch.
The last
You
year
remember
game, Nicholas,
Mhm.
last year game, Nicholas Puran went off. He went out for a duck with Chetan Sakaria with like
Hmm
an insane reflex catch. It was also, I'd say, besides Sanju Samson, the best player of Rajasthan's.
hmm
Because literally everyone else who bowled more than 2 overs had an economy above 10. Right? Chetan
Except this
Sakaria,
guy. Yeah, Sakria. Yeah.
Chetan Sakaria, 3 wickets, 31 runs off 4 overs.
Mm-hmm.
Economy 7.75 and 13 dots.
In this
Right.
match, pretty
This
insane.
game.
In any
Yeah.
match, actually, pretty insane. But
Yeah,
in this
to get
match,
three
pretty
to
insane.
get 3 wickets, right? He had
Mhm.
he could only do so much because like everyone else was pretty bad bowling.
Mm-hmm.
But then let's just get into Rajasthan's absolutely horrendous start.
All right. Ben Stokes opening. Why?
Wait, no,
Just
I
why?
think no, he can open.
No, but why, dude? It's okay. Here's the problem with Rajasthan, in my opinion, is their middle order is completely shot. Okay. But okay, I don't know. I don't agree with that. I think Ben Stokes should be batting max at 3. Okay. Because you're wasting such a good batsman at the top, and if it goes wrong, okay, they could end up in a problem like they were. But you need a captain's innings to save them, and that's definitely what Sanju Samson did.
Yeah, so Ben Stokes, awful start. Manan Vora,
He's good. I know he's
good.
But,
I'm pretty like, to be fair, Arshdeep Singh got pretty lucky because that ball came straight at him.
yeah, but it was all planned and calculated. So
Also, Sanju got dropped.
also
twice.
2 cotton bowls. I just
Yeah.
realized that.
Yeah,
So
Sanju got caught and dropped.
Yeah.
Got dropped twice.
very early.
Josh
and
Butler had a
definitely
good
made
start.
it pay.
Josh Butler had a good start to his innings, slowed down, and then got bowled. There was Shivam Dubey played decent.
This is
I mean,
exactly
we
what I'm saying. I would put Butler at the
don't-
top. Butler at the top
Yeah.
of Bora.
But here's the thing,
Samson at 3 and
so here's
Stokes
the
at
thing.
4.
Butler's failed in that position a lot.
Yeah, okay, but still, you don't put
Which is
Stokes at the top.
But it's an experiment, right? It's the first. Like I know what you're saying. I think Butler should be number 1. Like Butler is a better number 1 than Ben Stokes.
Yeah.
Last IPL, Josh Butler was not a good opener.
Yeah, okay.
He's not.
And
Sorry, he wasn't good last year. Period,
I know,
but,
I know, but still.
So, I think Riyan Parag and Sanju Samson had that part in the middle where they had like 50 runs off 19 balls or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was also, obviously mostly Sanju Samson, but like that dude literally scored more than half the runs for the team. They lost, right? 119, like the balls this kid had to like what was it? Morris couldn't do shit, right, for those first 2 runs. Right, what was it? 2, yeah, sorry. Sanju missed, I think.
So
right?
no, let's talk about that last
Yeah,
piece.
so
So,
Sanju
Chris
got ball.
Morris was there.
So, yeah,
we know
so Sanju,
we know he can strike as today's match, but Sanju Samson refused a single.
Wait, so let's talk the entire thing, right? So
Okay,
the previous
so-
previous over, so we know Rahul Tewatia is good against Kings 11 because he just said that. Riley Meredith, who had a really bad game, gets that wicket to get out, right? And there's only 8 runs from the over, which is pretty good, right?
Yeah.
And now they need what? They need 10 or 12. I think they need 12. Right. Sanju's on. Dot ball. Brilliant ball by Archie. I remember this. Perfect ball. Next was a 1. Then Chris Morris takes a 1. Right. Then they need a boundary, right? Because it's like what? They need 12 off 3. And this dude bombs it. Sanju.
Yeah. Hits a 6.
Then he hits something that's a strong hit to the outfield. And if the funny thing is, like with cricket, right? If you hit that softer, they could have chased for 2. Because he hit it so well, it's less runs.
Exactly.
And the balls this dude had. That's
he refused a single. My thing is this.
That's a better move.
Refusing that single. I know, but refusing that single makes it so you need 5 off the last, which means you either hit a 4 for a super over or a 6 to win. Okay.
But here's the thing. So
if you took that run, Chris Morris could have done anything. Hitting a 4 is easy. He could have edged it. Okay. He could have smacked something. Okay. He could have done something. Okay.
Right.
To get a 4. Getting a 4 at the end is much easier than getting a 6, and we saw Chris Morris can do it as he did it today.
Okay, but here's the thing. So I fully, I seem like you disagree with it. I fully agree with.
No, I don't disagree. I also understand why Sanju Samson did it, because he was mega in form, and he was the only one who was actually hitting for Rajasthan, like consistently. So
no, because would you rather have a chance to tie and go into extras with Sanju Samson, right? And if Sanju Samson does the super over, very clearly the best batsman of the day besides maybe KL, right? You can win that super over, right?
No, okay. I think
and you have a better
because it was 5
attack.
Because it was 5 off of 1 needed, he made the correct decision. If it was 6 off of 1 needed, he would have made the wrong decision. Because having the chance of a super over is good. Okay, that's fine. If there was no chance of a super over, then
if it was 5 off 1 and they took the single, they would still need a boundary to do something, right? And the best boundary getter
exactly. Yeah.
Was
but if it was 6 off of 1 and there was no chance of a super over, then it would have been a wrong decision in my eyes.
I just think that was a brilliant game.
No, yeah, but also pretty ballsy move by Sanju Samson as a captain.
Fully respect it.
Yeah.
Okay,
so I understand why he did it. They were pretty damn unlucky. And Sanju Samson barely had any support from the back because he made 119. Everybody else did not make like more than 25 or something. He made more
than half the runs.
Yeah, exactly. So he needed more support because Punjab, at least Rahul made 91, but Deepak Hooda made 64, and Chris Gill made 40. So he at least had support from the other end as well. So yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
Let's go into.
He would have been one of the best knocks in the IPL. It is still one of the best knocks in the IPL, but icing on the cake if it would have won, and it would have been contender for one of the best. So.
Alright, last game.
Yeah, last game we'll talk about. We'll save these other 2. I don't know. We'll have another thing on Saturday if you're available or something.
We'll see.
And we'll save the other 2 for that. Okay, but let's just talk about.
I didn't watch this match. Right. I'm looking at it. I'm like, the KKR. They have what? Maybe 6 wickets in hand at the time. With 30.
So I told you. So
31 off 30. I was like, okay.
Let's talk about the main thing. So KKR has a horrible win-loss record against Mumbai. It's like 21-6 or something. It's kind of ridiculous. So, and Mumbai's won 21 of the games against them, and Kolkata's won 6. So kind of sad. And they had such a chance to pull it off. They could have pulled off an awesome win.
So
what the hell happened, dude?
About this game is so one thing Mumbai won that irks me. Second thing, Mumbai didn't even play. They got bowled out. Like, given it was 20 overs, right?
Yeah, they got bowled out, which is pretty shameful.
Surya Kumar Yadav played well, amazingly, obviously, again. But once again, Hardik Pandya, a strike rate of under 100. Same with Karen Pollard.
I'm so surprised with that.
Same with Karen Pollard, right?
So now this is 2 matches in a row that both Pandey and Pollard have failed.
Right. So. Ishan Kishan did nothing. Quinton de Kock did nothing. Rohit and Yadav were the ones who pulled up, right?
Sky still showing why he's the best batsman India has right now, in my opinion, besides Kohli, okay? Screw Rohit Sharma, no, I'm joking. But he's good internationally, just not in the IPL.
Given all those things, right, Mumbai still puts up 150, not terrible, right, because other people showed up. They do get bowled out, and right, if you look at KKR's bowling, right, Andre Russell pulled off 15 wickets because he just decided to clean up the entire.
Dude, I don't understand. 2 overs, 7.5 economy. Like, what the hell? I've never seen that in my life.
And then everyone else, Chakravarti cut down a lot. Cummins cut down a lot
so,
too.
KKR upgraded Harbhajan Singh to 2 overs this match.
All the bowlers did well, right? Like KKR did what they had to do.
Let's talk about Owen Morgan's. No. Let's talk about Owen Morgan's approach this match. So he decided to bowl the spinners in the power play, right? Like 5 spinners in the power play or something like that, which was pretty insane. And that worked because Mumbai's weakness is the fact that they have to face the fact that Hardik Pandey and Pollard are so good against spinners in the death overs that they can just hit them for 6. So if you only have pace bowlers at the death, it makes it infinitely harder for Pandey and Pollard to hit. And it was shown because Pandey got bowled out by he got caught by Andre Russell and bowled by Prachi Krishna, and Kieran Pollard got caught on a ball by Andre Russell itself, and so did Krunal Pandya. So it kind of shows that Owen Morgan's tactics this match was great, but
no wait, it's about execution, right? And so what I'm saying is, if you're going to be a team like Mumbai, you cannot give them a chance to win, right? Like if you look at what RCB did to Mumbai, right? Harshal Patel said, "No sir, you're not scoring a single one of this last over," and that's why they won, right? So like I said, Mumbai had, like, besides Rohit and Yadav, everyone else underperformed, right? And the 2 strongest hitters had a strike rate under 100, right? Good bowling besides one person, right? But good bowling. Then KKR once again Nitish Rana, a very good innings. Shubman Gill contributed a lot, right? And you're sitting at 84 and 2 with 10.3 overs down. So you need on 70 runs, less than 70 runs in less than 10 overs. That's to the last 10 overs. And you still have
they had almost run a ball here.
Hassan, Karthik, Russell left, right? Then Rahul Chahar decides to go off. Kunal Pandya decides, runs aren't a part of his
I was expecting it because here's the thing. Spinners at Chennai work. That we've seen this time and time again. So you need good spinners at Chennai.
Right.
Rahul Chahar exploited the conditions. Owen Morgan played one of the stupidest shots I've ever seen in my life. Okay? Here's the problem. They kept going for... Okay, Owen Morgan went for 6. Shakib Al Hassan went for 6. Okay? Andre Russell. Okay? Why do you keep going for the big shots when you only need to run a ball? I don't know. Okay, Owen Morgan is very good in chases that have high run scoring because that's what he does for England, okay? Under a Chennai pitch with spinners that England do not have, okay? With like a low scoring match with England is not used to, okay? They just collapsed, dude. It was shocking to see.
That's my point, right? Like, do you have like Tapati, Morgan, Hassan, Karthik, Russell, they all like that Mumbai bowling attack was so good that not only did they restrict them to lower than, like, they made sure none of those dudes had more than 10 runs. Right? KKR had this game in their hand. They had 70 runs off like 57 deliveries, right? That's like in an ODI game, I'm thinking, oh, that's doable. This is a T20 game. And
that's definitely doable, yeah.
You get it down to 30, you need it off 30. Right, and you still have, like, there's no re-need for. So Morgan got out, right? Nitish Rana got out, and you're thinking, okay, they're slowing down. They still have Shakib, they still have Andre Russell, right? They still have Dinesh Karthik, right? Then Dre West goes out.
Yeah, it was just a hard.
Sorry. Then Shakib goes out, and they're not. It's not even like they're not getting runs. It's not even like they're getting out. They're just not getting runs. And by the time they need to get runs is when they decide to get, So listen, they don't score.
Jasprit Bumrah, exactly.
They don't score a single boundary in the last 3 overs.
Seriously?
That is.
Wow, that's kind of insane.
So
they left way too much to do at the end, to the point where they needed like 15 off the last over, which was a Trent Bolt over. That's never going to happen. So
the last over was 4 runs, 2 wickets. Before that was 4 runs. Before that was 3 runs. So in the last 3 overs, they scored 11 runs and conceded 2 wickets.
What do you think was the problem then? Because KKR showed amazing batting during the SRH match.
My point is that KKR had it in their hands, Mumbai had it lost and they somehow stole it. That's how good this team is. Like that's why I was saying that first loss doesn't matter for it.
Exactly. I know what you're saying.
They can do this.
And we know KKR can bat because on the same exact pitch they were able to defeat Sunrisers.
On 190 runs.
Exactly.
This run deserves better.
Okay, I did not expect Nitish Rana. Okay, he was a good batsman last tournament. He was really good, okay? But I did not expect him to pull up twice in a row now, okay?
But this one wasn't as good.
I don't understand what Owen Morgan's doing with his batting, seriously. He's so out of form, okay?
Andre Wilson's out of form. I remember there was a time when I used to be scared that, like, I used to be scared. No, because
I understand why Andre Russell has the highest strike rate of the IPL.
Yeah,
his strike rate is like 180 in the IPL or something.
Your required run rate could be like 16, and he can still get it done.
Exactly, yeah.
But
the problem is here. You had
year.
all of these big hitters. Shakib is not really a big hitter, but he can hit, okay? Dinesh Karthik, big hitter. Andre Russell, big hitter, okay? Yet the situation did not call for big hitting. The situation called for rotating the strike and making sure the runs were happening. So when Bumrah and Bolt were bowling their death overs, you don't have too much to do. The problem was they let so many runs pile up at the end that they had way too much to do at the end. So
I just think Mumbai's
so the moral of the story is because they did that, the moment you give Mumbai an edge, because they piled up so many runs at the end, they were able to give Mumbai an edge. The moment you give Mumbai an edge, they will come at you, okay?
And I just hate that.
Yeah, so they will come at you.
So winners do.
Yeah, exactly. So I hope Mumbai loses the next 12 of their matches, but no, it's not going to happen. So, and they showed in this match why they are the team that's going to win the IPL and why they're a team to be feared, okay? Is because of their ability to come back from situations like this. And, you know, the moment somebody gives you an edge. And they're also, their ability to turn young Indian talent into something special. Rahul Chahar this match was kind of insane, so...
Yeah, no, that's going back to it. Like Bumrah and Bolt just they didn't even have to be sensational at the end, right? They just had to be good, right? Like because they're just generally scary bowlers, right? Like you don't want to play against them in the bowling, right? But they didn't have to attack you. They just had to make sure you don't score. They didn't have to get wickets. Rahul Chahar did that. He got 4 wickets. Kunal Pandey was like running is just he just didn't want runs. He said no. That's simple. Yeah.
Alright, this recording has gone on a lot, actually. I'm looking, it's like 52 minutes or something. So, we will talk about the other 2 teams and the Chennai match, and like match 8, 9, 10 in our next thing, so we can do like the next 5 matches in our next one. Yeah.
It's not stopping.
Yeah. So, we'll end this conversation. It was a good conversation and really good first week of the IPL. So...